Welcome, my friends. Today I want to talk about something that has the power to transform your life forever. The wisdom of the Stoics. In a world full of distractions, noise, and opinions, it is easy to lose yourself. But the Stoics taught us that real strength comes not from reacting to the world, but from mastering yourself. So let us explore 7 powerful Stoic rules to focus on yourself, stay silent, and start building the life you truly deserve. Rule A1E. Guard your energy. Not everyone deserves your time. Not every battle is worth fighting. Stop wasting your energy on gossip, arguments, or proving yourself to others. The Stoics remind us that energy is like gold. Spend it wisely. Put it into your growth, your goals, your discipline. Rule Wave 2A. Master the art of silence. Silence is power. When you speak less, you listen more, you observe more, and you learn more. Don't reveal everything you think. Let your results speak for you. A silent mind is a focused mind, and a focused mind can achieve greatness. Rule 23. Control what you can, ignore what you can't. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Stop stressing about what's beyond your control. The economy, the weather, or people's opinions, let them be. Focus on your thoughts, your actions, your habits. That is where your life is built. Rule White 4. Discipline over desire. The Stoics believed that discipline is freedom. Don't chase every pleasure. Don't fall for every distraction. Build habits that shape your character. Discipline will take you where motivation cannot. Every small act of self-control builds a stronger version of you. Rule A5E. Embrace hardship as training. Life will test you. People will doubt you. Situations will challenge you. Instead of complaining, embrace hardships as lessons. Every obstacle is sharpening you, preparing you for the life you're meant to live. The Stoics turned pain into power, so can you. Rule A6. Walk alone if you must. Not everyone will understand your vision. Some will mock you. Some will try to hold you back. That's fine. Learn to walk alone if necessary. Greatness is often built in solitude. Stay silent, stay consistent, and let your success make the noise later. Rule A7. Live by principles, not by emotions. Emotions come and go. Anger, jealousy, fear, these can cloud your judgment. But principles are steady. Live by honesty, courage, patience, and humility. Let principles guide your life, and you'll never be shaken by temporary emotions. My friends, the world wants your attention, but you must protect it. The world wants your reactions, but you must give silence. The world wants to control you, but you must focus on yourself. Apply these 7 Stoic rules, and you'll discover an inner strength that no one can break. Build your life now, not tomorrow, not someday. Start today. Stay silent, stay focused, stay unshakable, and remember, true power is not in controlling others, but in mastering yourself. Thank you. Protecting your energy is one of the greatest acts of self-respect you can practice. Every day, countless things demand your attention. People, notifications, endless opinions, and conflicts that have nothing to do with your growth. If you do not guard your energy, it will be drained by meaningless distractions before you even realize it. The Stoics understood this well. They knew that life is short and time is our most valuable resource. Once spent, it can never be regained. That is why they advised us to use it wisely, to direct it toward things that actually matter. Our self-improvement, our work, our purpose, and our inner peace. When you allow yourself to be consumed by arguments or negativity, you are handing your power away. The more you react to people's noise, the less focus you have left for yourself. Protecting your energy does not mean avoiding every problem or isolating yourself. It means carefully choosing where your attention flows. You don't have to attend every fight you are invited to. You don't need to explain yourself to everyone who misunderstands you. Instead, you must learn the art of walking away, the wisdom of silence, and the strength of redirection. Imagine what your life would look like if all the energy you wasted on gossip, anger, or trying to prove yourself was instead invested into your health, your skills, your financial growth, or your inner peace. Over time, those investments would build a stronger, wiser, and more fulfilled version of yourself. Protecting your energy is not selfish. It is survival. It is the foundation upon which all success and peace are built. When you learn to save your energy for what matters, you are no longer at the mercy of the world. You are in control of your own life. Silence is one of the most underrated powers a person can possess. In a noisy world where everyone is eager to speak, to argue, to prove themselves right, choosing silence sets you apart. It is not weakness, it is strength. The Stoics taught that when you remain silent, you gain two advantages. You protect your inner peace and you gain clarity. Words, once spoken, cannot be taken back. They can escalate conflicts, expose your vulnerabilities, or waste your time in meaningless chatter. But silence gives you space to think, to listen, and to respond with wisdom instead of impulse. Silence also sharpens your focus. When you do not reveal everything you are working on, you protect your vision from unnecessary opinions and judgments. Not everyone deserves access to your thoughts or your plans. Some people will discourage you, others may envy you, and some will try to copy you. By keeping quiet, you allow your actions and results to become your voice. There is a quiet dignity in letting success speak for itself without the need for constant explanation. Practicing silence also teaches patience and self-control. It is easy to react in anger or argue to prove a point, but restraint shows maturity. When you choose silence in moments of conflict, you deny others control over your emotions. This is true power, rising above noise and not being dragged into it. Over time, silence becomes your shield, your strategy, and your strength. Think of silence as an investment in your future. The energy you save from unnecessary words can be channeled into your work, your growth, and your dreams. The less you speak, the more you see. The less you react, the more you understand. Silence is not emptiness. It is focus, it is power, and it is wisdom. One of the greatest lessons, the Stoicism, is the power of focusing only on what we can control. Most of our frustration, anxiety, and stress come from trying to control things that are outside our reach, other people's opinions, external events or outcomes that depend on countless factors beyond us. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This truth is both liberating and empowering. The moment you accept that you cannot control the world, but can control yourself, you stop wasting energy on what is useless and start investing it in what is meaningful. What is truly under your control? Your thoughts, your actions, your choices, and your attitude. These may seem small compared to the vastness of the world, but they shape everything. You cannot control whether people respect you, but you can control whether you act with respect. You cannot control the economy, but you can control your discipline with money. You cannot control if people love you, but you can control whether you live with integrity and kindness. When you shift focus to the controllable, you take back your power. This principle also helps you let go of unnecessary worry. If it rains, it rains. If someone criticizes you, let them. If obstacles appear, face them with what you can do instead of drowning in what you cannot. By mastering this mindset, you gain peace, because nothing outside of you can disturb the calm you build within. Life will always be unpredictable, but your response does not have to be. When you focus on the controllable, you create stability in chaos and strength in uncertainty. That is how you build a life of freedom and inner power. Discipline is often misunderstood as a burden, when in reality, it is the very foundation of freedom. Without discipline, you become a slave to your impulses, your emotions, and your desires. But with discipline, you gain control over yourself, and with that control comes true power. The Stoics believed that real strength is not in conquering others, but in conquering the self. Every time you choose discipline over temptation, you are building a stronger version of yourself, one that is capable of achieving far more than momentary pleasures could ever give you. Think about it. Waking up early, exercising consistently, managing your finances wisely, staying focused on your work, or controlling your words in moments of anger. These are acts of discipline. At first, they may feel difficult, even restrictive, but over time they create habits that open doors to freedom. A disciplined body becomes healthier. A disciplined mind becomes sharper. A disciplined character earns respect, while others are trapped by laziness, addiction, or distraction. The disciplined individual rises above because they have chosen the harder path that leads to lasting rewards. Discipline also eliminates the need for constant motivation. Motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes with moods and circumstances. Discipline, however, is steady. It does not depend on how you feel. It depends on who you choose to be. When you act with discipline, you don't wait for the perfect moment. You create progress through consistent effort. That is the silent advantage of disciplined people. While others wait, they build. True freedom is not doing whatever you want, whenever you want. True freedom is being in control of your choices, your habits, and your direction in life. Discipline gives you that control. It transforms chaos into order, weakness into strength, and dreams into reality. Pain is something no one can escape, but the Stoics taught us that within pain lies opportunity. Every hardship, every struggle, every disappointment has the potential to shape you into a stronger and wiser version of yourself. The key is not to run from pain, but to use it as fuel. Most people waste their energy asking, "Why me?" But the Stoic mindset asks, "How can this make me better?" That shift in perspective is what transforms suffering into strength. When life tests you with loss, rejection, or failure, it is offering you a lesson that comfort could never teach. Comfort keeps you soft, but pain forces you to grow. It teaches resilience, patience, humility, and courage. Every scar becomes a reminder that you survived, and every challenge becomes proof that you are stronger than you once believed. Instead of complaining about difficulties, embrace them as training grounds. Just like the body grows stronger by lifting heavy weights, the mind and spirit grow stronger by carrying the burdens of life with courage. The Stoics often spoke about obstacles being the way forward. What stands in your path is not there to stop you. It is there to sharpen you. Think of great leaders, innovators, or thinkers. Their strength was forged in the fire of adversity. They turned setbacks into comebacks and wounds into wisdom. You can do the same if you decide not to let pain break you, but to let it build you. Remember, this pain is temporary, but the strength you gain from it is permanent. Every difficulty you overcome becomes a brick in the foundation of the life you are building. The world may hand you suffering, but you have the power to transform it into progress. That is the Stoic way, turning pain into power. Emotions are powerful forces, but when left unchecked, they can mislead us, weaken us, and cause us to act in ways we later regret. The Stoics understood this danger and emphasized living by principles instead of being ruled by emotions. Anger, fear, envy, and excitement are all temporary states, yet they can push us into decisions that have lasting consequences. Principles, on the other hand, are steady. They act as anchors that keep us grounded no matter how turbulent life becomes. When you build your life on principles such as honesty, courage, patience, and humility, you create a stable foundation that emotions cannot shake. For example, when anger tries to push you into conflict, your principle of patience can hold you back. When fear tempts you to avoid challenges, your principle of courage pushes you forward. When greed whispers in your ear, your principle of self-control keeps you steady. This is not about suppressing emotions, but about mastering them. It is about acknowledging what you feel while choosing not to let those feelings dictate your actions. Living by principles also earns you respect and trust. People know where you stand because your behavior is consistent, not unpredictable. You are not swayed by moods or external pressures. You respond with integrity. This consistency is rare in a world where many act based only on how they feel in the moment. It makes you reliable, strong, and unshakable. Over time, principles become your compass. They guide you in moments of uncertainty and protect you from being manipulated by circumstances or by others. Life will always bring emotional storms, but with principles as your guide, you remain steady. That steadiness is true power, and it allows you to build a life rooted in strength, wisdom, and inner peace.